Hello, I'm Emily from the Book Geek, and this is question time. A lot of people have asked me to do another one of these, and I'm gonna do one with a little bit of a twist. Instead of answering just like one big question, I'm going to answer 10 bookish questions. And I would also encourage you to answer them yourself down below, because I think there's lots of interesting answers to this, so I'd like to know what you think. So, first question is, what format of book do you prefer? As in, hardback, paperback, ebook, or audiobook. I guess they're the main types, so feel free to educate me if there's any others. But for me, they probably go in that order actually. I love hardbacks and paperbacks. I love how they look on my shelves. I just have I love the whole having a physical book. It is a big thing to me. I know that ebooks are so much more convenient, and it's great when you go on vacation and you can take 100 books with you. I think that's amazing, and it's great that we can do that. But nothing will ever compare for me to just actually having a physical book, something that you can hold and turn the pages in. I think that's an amazing thing. As for audiobooks, I've tried reading a couple of them, but they're just not really for me. I have a really short attention span when it comes to basically audio things. I find it very easy to tune out sounds. I don't notice things happening. I'm totally in my own world most of the time. And whenever I try to read an audiobook, I find suddenly I have not been paying attention for the last 10 minutes. And then I have to go back. And it actually ends up taking so much longer for me to read an audiobook. So I don't tend to read them too often. The next question is, what are you reading right now? And for me, it is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. I've only just started it, so I don't have an opinion on it yet. But I've liked some of Rochelle Mead's books in the past, and some not so much, so I'm completely not sure where this is going to go. I'm excited. It's supposed to be like lots of Chinese mythology and folklore, which is very different. I like it. Third question is, favorite childhood book? And for me, this is really difficult. There's a lot of Roald Dahl ones, I think I could say, and a lot of I read so many Goosebumps and things like that. But I think for me, the one that stands out is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. There's just something about that that's stuck with me my entire life. The whole notion that you could just open up this door in a room that looks so boring and nothing, and it opens up an entire world and so many possibilities and so many exciting adventures. That to me is just, it gives me goosebumps. So yeah, that's my favorite childhood book. Number 4. Do you have an e-reader, and if you do, which device do you prefer? Okay, yes, I have an e-reader. I started on Kindle and then moved to iPad when I got my iPad. So I would say that my iPad is my e-reader, but also these days I tend to read a lot on Adobe Digital Editions on my laptop. I just find it easier because then I can have my notes open in a separate window, and also I can easily go into Goodreads and post a status about the book if I wanted to. So I tend to do it all on the same laptop, and that's easier for me. How often do you read outside your comfort zone? I don't really know that I have a comfort zone. I guess the only genre that I don't really read is non-fiction, and occasionally I read that. So if that's outside my comfort zone, then probably not that often. But generally, I don't really have one. I read across all genres. I read young adult and adult, sometimes middle grade. So yeah, I'm quite diverse taste. Number 6. How do you feel about mature subjects in YA, e.g. sex or violence? Well, I especially feel with sex that they should portray a healthy, honest attitude towards it. Personally, I feel like honesty is best. I feel like a lot of teenagers can take it and stuff. I also find it a little bit strange that we have this cut-off point that you somehow okay, you're not okay to read it before that, but then you get to 16, 18, whatever, and then suddenly, here you go, here's the sex and violence, and that just seems weird to me. And I guess I always just think that it's not really about age, more about your own personal maturity and what you can handle. So for me, I'm fine with it in YA. Maybe they should be transparent about it and make sure that the blurb makes it obvious that what kind of book it is. But yeah, I'm all for mature subjects in YA. What is your policy on book lending? Okay, I'll lend my books to anyone who lives in the same house as me. If you live outside the house, it really depends. I mean, no, I probably would. I do tend to lend books, but you know, I feel like if I'm giving it to somebody that I'm not sure is going to treat it with love and care, like something inside that just shrivels up and I'm like, oh, no, I can't do it. But I do it. I'm not mean. And what is your favourite language to reading? Well, I can't tell you how much I would love to say that it's something interesting, you know, like Japanese or I don't know. But I really only speak English. I probably know enough German that if I read a book in it, I would be able to work out what's going on, but that's about it. I don't know that there would actually be any enjoyment beyond working out the basic plot points. Yeah, so it would have to be English. Question number 9. Do you break/crack the spines? I try so hard not to. Though I do think that there are some really big paperbacks that it's actually impossible to not crack the spine unless you're reading it through a tiny gap, and that's pretty much impossible anyway. So sometimes it happens and it's very sad and it doesn't look as nice when you put it on the shelf. But yeah, most of the time I try not to, and I do manage to avoid it on books that are less than, I don't know, 500 pages. This last question is really, really interesting. I love this question and I find it super controversial. But number 10 is, do you believe you can say that Pride and Prejudice is objectively better than Twilight? Isn't this interesting? I think maybe it would be more interesting if you chose slightly different books, because, I mean, okay, let's say I choose 2 books that I really like. Can you say that Pride and Prejudice is objectively better than The Hunger Games? And I find this interesting a lot. I find this really interesting when I'm trying to pick my top 10 favourite books of all time. Because I'm always torn between going with books that are literary and are very good, yes, almost objectively good. And then there are the books that are really fast-paced and addictive. And I think a lot of people would automatically say that Pride and Prejudice is objectively a better book, just because it's literary and it's obviously so much thought has gone into the writing, and other books like that I think are also treated the same, you know, like Booker Prize winners. But I guess I always think that there's a little bit more to it than that. I mean, I don't know if I should say this, but I feel like if I had the time and the will to dedicate to it, and I sat down and I spent so much time, probably a really, really long time, I feel like I could technically put together a book that is well written, that contains lots of metaphors, this means something else, this means that. I feel like I could do that. But I actually feel like it's a lot harder to write a book that hooks you instantly, that is so compelling and just has an addictive quality to the writing that makes you desperate to know what happens next. And yes, a lot of people don't see that as the mark of a great writer compared to something like Pride and Prejudice and Jane Austen. But what does it mean to be a great writer? Surely if you can keep somebody so engaged for 300, 400 pages, that makes you pretty amazing. Well, let me know what you think below. I'd like to know your answers to all of these questions, especially the last one because I find it really, really interesting personally. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and let me know if there's any other questions that you might want me to answer, bookish questions I could do in another video, and see you next time.